Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to HA After Dark. Thank you so much for tuning in. To people who watch in other countries, I want to thank you. If you're in the UK or India or in France or Norway or Canada, thank you so much for watching at this time. And depending on where you are in the world, it might be daytime, your time, but it is in the middle of the evening or middle of the night, middle of the morning, in the United States of America. So let's get started. I think I'm going to start this segment with thank you, Kyron. Thank you, everyone. I think I'm going to, and to my super chat people, you give me every incentive to keep doing these live streams and the After Dark. I got a notification. All right. Hello, England. Hello, Scotland. Hello, everyone watching. Every single time Trump does something that's contrary to established norms, he wins. Every single time there's outrage, every single time that there's pearl clutching and this maniacal, pathetic, sad attempt at painting Trump to be a madman after he already had a bigger foreign policy victory within 2 years than anything Obama accomplished. Anything. And that's actually not even up for debate. There's nothing that President Obama accomplished in the 8 years in terms of foreign policy that's better than Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in shaking hands at the DMZ or President Trump meeting with Kim Jong-un. The fact that there are obstacles or road bumps in the road, that's to be expected. And that is to, hello, Australia. That's just to be expected. But we're on our way to 100 viewers in 2 minutes in the middle of the, hello, Egypt. Thank you. If you're watching anywhere in the world, thank you. Please go ahead. Feel free to tweet this out or share this on Facebook for people who happen to be up right now. But it's important for people to understand the psychology, the political psychology of Trump. Everyone from 2015 until today, 2018, people have said, oh, he's a buffoon. He's so crazy. Even I was wrong. I used to say that he was the buffoon in chief. South Africa, hello. Hello, Africa. And I was wrong because I was part of the groupthink, and then I ripped myself away. But what Trump is doing is fantastic. Let's just go ahead. So he wants Germany to go ahead and let's look at his tweets first. So let's go ahead and look at what he has stated. Now, the fact checkers were never there when Hillary Clinton said, oh, I used it for convenience. Oh, I went ahead and used it for convenience. You know, the private server. I didn't send or receive any classified information. I didn't send or receive anything marked classified. I didn't send or receive top secret intelligence. None of the fact checkers were there. Whenever it's Trump, it's dissecting everything he says, even if what he says is good for the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in Germany, thank you for watching. The issue here is that Trump happens to be right about this. It's important to protect Germany and France and the UK from a possible invasion by Russia. Okay, that I understand that would be important, but NATO is a Cold War relic. Okay, the Soviet Union does not exist, and Russia is not going to invade anyone unless it's perhaps the Ukraine or Georgia. But other than that, Russia is not going to, Zila, thank you. Russia is not going to invade anyone. Oh, and then, of course, Hillary didn't, survive Bosnian sniper fire. Everybody lets Hillary Clinton slide. But when Trump says, hey, you know what? People are not paying their fair share. People are not paying the proportionate amount in terms of what they owe or what they should pay or what they promise to pay. Whatever the actual statement that is directly correlated to what each country should pay. The issue is that the United States is paying more than anyone. The United States basically runs NATO in terms of giving it the power to deter any possible invasion, but there is no chance of a Russian invasion of Western Europe. So like I said, it's a Cold War relic. And it's this ridiculous notion that, well, and all these dumb, well, let's just get to it and I'll get to how stupid people are. And I'm referring to John Brennan and Kerry and everyone. Here's who is paying the agreed upon share to NATO and who isn't. This is a Business Insider article. Okay, this is in 2017. So let me just go ahead and plug this. And okay, so Defense Secretary Jim Mattis reportedly said Wednesday that NATO member countries should start paying more on defense, or the U.S. may moderate its commitment to the alliance. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Well, let's just really quickly read. Billions of additional dollars being spent by NATO and countries since my visit last year at my request, but isn't nearly enough. U.S. spends too much. Europe's borders are bad. Pipeline dollars to Russia are not acceptable. So he's pointing out the hypocrisy. You can't clutch your pearls and say, oh my God, oh, what's Trump doing? O.J. Clinton. Those two guys in India. Okay, so just God, hashtag God's work thwarted. O.J. Clinton, you're awesome. Just in terms of YouTube policies, I'm just going to go ahead and everybody can see those two guys in India. Thank you, everybody in India. Thank you for watching. O.J. Clinton, thank you. The best of the United States of America, all in one name. O.J. Clinton, thank you. Thank you. So I'm assuming you're a sir. Thank you so much, sir. Hashtag God's work thwarted. Of course. ACUR, of course. Thank you for everything. So the issue here is that if you are going to complain about Putin, do not sign billion-dollar gas and energy deals with him. I should have just said that right off the bat. You're going to go ahead and complain about Vladimir Putin. You're going to complain about Russia. You're going to complain about Russia's influence in the world and how they're trying to destroy democracy and they're trying to destroy the Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and everything good in life. Okay, and if you're going to do that, then don't go ahead and cozy up to them because of energy. It's called hypocrisy. They don't know what the establishment does not know what hypocrisy means. The establishment simply wants to conduct its behavior in the manner it's always. Oh, Hillary Clinton has health problems. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Interesting name. Thank you. Don't go ahead and say that. Don't go ahead and say that you're upset that Trump is overturning the apple cart or doing something that nobody else has done. Oh my God, how dare he do this? How dare he react? How dare he force NATO members to pay their share? When they're actually striking deals and then not even really paying what they promised to pay. So I owe it to you all to give you clarity on the political reality of the United States and to state the fair demand from my country's people in concrete terms, Mattis told NATO defense ministers. Only 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization of 28 members last year met the alliance goal of spending at least 28% of their gross domestic product on defense. So what is the problem here? What is the problem here? Why is it that you have only 5 of the 28 members actually going ahead and meeting the stated goals? Don't say you're going to give 2% if you cannot give 2%, if you're not going to. Well, first of all, the EU is completely jacked up in terms of being able to meet economic estimates or just surviving in terms of a currency. That we know about. So as I head to a very important NATO meeting, I see FBI lover agent Lisa Page and subpoena, so refusing to show up and testify. That's awesome. So he's going after NATO, he's going after Strzok, Page. It's beautiful. We needed this. Trump is the right president for the right time in history. And you see everyone who is losing their minds. They're part of the problem. They're the reason Trump exists. They're the reason people vote for Trump. Because if it's a choice between a loud, brash billionaire who is telling the truth, or at least who is putting the country first, it's not a slogan. You can disagree with Trump, or you can say Trump is great. You can say he's crazy, but he has no ulterior motive. And then you have this false patriotism. It's not even patriotism. What it is an adherence to the status quo. You want what the term would be system maintainers. It's an international relations term. These people want to maintain the status quo. They want to maintain the system. The system to them is very, very important. The system to them is extremely important. And what Trump is doing is changing everything. So only 5 of NATO's 28 member countries met the spending goal last year. So when people say Trump is saying they owe us money, well, he's speaking in a figurative sense, kind of like when Hillary Clinton said, "Well, no, well, no, actually, she was literally saying I didn't send or receive anything classified." Clinton had a public and private face that she told bankers, and that was okay for people. But with Trump, it's a post-truth moment. America will meet its responsibilities, but if your nation does not want to see America moderate its commitment to the alliance, each of your capitals need to show its support for common defense. If indeed NATO is important, then why is the 2% goal only met by 5 of the 28 members? One cannot say, well, it's so important, it's life or death, but they just don't have the money. You can't simply say that this is a life or death issue. Trump is hurting everyone, but we're not really going to meet the... So Greece is paying its share. Greece is paying a share. But Turkey is not. France is not. Greece has had economic problems over the years, and they're paying their share. The United States, 3.61%. Greece, 2.38%. Britain, 2.21%. Estonia, 2.16%. Poland, 2%. Okay, now everyone else. France, 1.78. Turkey, Norway, Lithuania, Romania, Latvia, Portugal, Bulgaria, Croatia. By the way, congratulations for the World Cup. Albania, Germany, Denmark. Germany's paying 1.19%. Hello. And that's West Germany is one of the main reasons we had NATO. Denmark, Netherlands, Slovakia, Italy, Czech Republic, Hungary, Canada, 0.99%, Canada, 0.99%, Slovenia, Spain, Belgium, Luxembourg, 0.44%. Okay. So if it's an agreed upon 2%, what's the problem here? Why is everyone in it like a big giant hissy fit? What's the problem? What's the problem? You want to be protected from big bad Russia, but you don't want to pay what you promised to pay. And then, then the issue was, it wasn't a promise. It wasn't a promise. It was a objective that we tried to meet, but people didn't meet, but it wasn't a promise. They don't owe any money. Trump is just so wrong in everything he says. Then you have the complete lunatics who tried to frame Trump, but it didn't work out. So when people wonder, like, oh, HA, why are you so, why are you always saying good things about Trump? Or why are you a Trump voter? How can you be a Trump voter? How can you, at this point, I don't even see how a person cannot, even if they don't want to, at least from time to time, say, yeah, Trump is getting a raw deal from the media and everyone else. His critics are just trying to criticize in a manner they would never criticize anyone else. John O'Brien has major issues in his life. When he was younger, that's so funny. I went to I tried to go Brennan, and I went to a fake Twitter page, and so I'm like, what? Oh, John Brennan. John Brennan. It is in the interest of America's security if NATO leaders push back against the reckless behavior of Donald Trump. Well, this is actually not good. So this has to be, it's in the interest of America's security if NATO leaders push back against the president because some moron who failed at the CIA and who should have been charged for perjury says so. This guy's a joke. Guy's a big joke. John O'Brien. It is in the interest of American security if NATO leaders push back against the reckless behavior of Donald Trump, who is dangerously naive and grossly ignorant of how the world works. You don't know how the world works. What we did was set you up and we failed. Now we're going to double down. That's the way the world works. If you lie, continue to lie. You have no clue about anything. All you do is win. And you're going to win again. Meanwhile, I'm no longer at the CIA and I should have been charged for perjury. You have no idea how the world works. John O'Brien. John O'Brien. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking's brain cells. Then he ends it. He ends his stupid tweet with, history inevitably will regard Trump as one of the most disastrous figures of the 21st century. Oh, disaster. Good economy. Exposing the FBI. Peace between North and South Korea. Disaster. It's not working. It might be working for Bill Maher. It's not working. Here's John Kerry, who presided over the president he worked for destroyed Libya, got us into Yemen. The Iran deal that Kerry was a part of was a joke. 23 ballistic missile tests. Kerry was... My thoughts on President Trump's remark, I've never seen a president say anything as strange. What about when Obama said Libya was my worst mistake? That I think is quite bizarre, don't you? I think that's a bit bizarre to just call the destruction of a country your worst mistake. Oopsies. Just destroyed Libya with Hillary. Exactly. They don't even know what Orwellian means. They're so stuck in their own Orwellian world. They don't know that George Orwell would be laughing at them. Who knows if George Orwell or Christopher Hitchens or any of the really just great minds and critical thinkers of the past, who knows what they would think of Trump? They probably wouldn't love everything about him, but they would certainly look at the Democratic National Committee and Hillary Clinton and CNN and everyone saying that, oh my God, Trump's this maniac and menace, and say, hey, wait a second, that's not the case. He's not a menace. He's not a menace. Destroying Libya, that's what a maniacal person would do. This is John Kerry. So, and by the way, Europe gets what, 30 to 50% of its oil and gas from Russia? Some astronomical figure. We'll get to the exact figure in a second, but and they don't understand also they're using the word McCarthy era. McCarthy, the phrase McCarthy era. They don't realize they're the ones who were the McCarthy era demagogues. They're the ones blaming Russia, which is exactly for everything, which is exactly what Joe McCarthy did. I've never seen a president say anything as strange or counterproductive as President Trump's harangue against NATO and Germany. It was disgraceful, destructive, and here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. And flies in the face of the actual interests of the United States of America. No, it doesn't. President Trump makes public adversaries out of our friends and turns our adversaries who have been attacking America's democracy into his fawned-over ally. Yeah. Well, Obama and Clinton sold 20% of U.S. uranium capacity. That is a fact to Putin. That is a fact. Oh, I'm sorry. She was on the Committee on Foreign Investment that said nothing. That is as cash flowed to the Clinton Foundation. Cash flowed to the Clinton Foundation amid Russian uranium deal. New York Times. Then in 2012, Obama said, yeah, you know what? Mitt Romney, the 80s want their foreign policy back. Spinster. Thank you, Spinster. What the F? We bailed Europe out of 2 world wars, relieved GE debt of the 50s, oversaw the Marshall Plan, defended them through the Cold War until today. Can't we just admit that NATO nations aren't worried about Putin? Why? Exactly. 100%. 100%. Good day, Eric. Thank you for watching from Norway and Spain. Eric H526, thank you as always for everything. Also, Spinster, 100%. And thank you so much for your support. Yeah, I mean, it's so ridiculous. And then this vapid, ridiculous use of Russia as this boogeyman, as this arch enemy. They had nothing. When the Democrats lose in 2020 again, and when they just get destroyed politically, because there's a hashtag walk away, they will not get the turnout they need. Democrats need turnout, especially from minority voters, and minority voters are leaving them every single effing day. Every single day, minority voters are leaving. Black voters, Latino voters, Asian voters, Jewish voters, everyone's leaving the Democratic Party. Everyone. They cannot go ahead and win with the amount of voters they had that didn't get them Congress. They need a lot more. They need to win. They need to not just win, they need to win back 20 seats. And those polls where they say 7 points up, they do not account for everything going on now. The polls are even worse today than they were when Clinton was up by 15 and I was saying she was going to lose. When I was making my prediction that she was going to lose, she was up by 15 to 20 points. And I knew it was a bunch of nonsense. And it's even more so now. Every single day, the headlines are written in like what you would consider reputable, it used to be reputable publications, either the Washington Post or just any other subsidiary publication within the Democratic Party paradigm. They're completely unhinged. They're not even making they're not even, I do. Ashton, I do. I talk about sports sometimes. I talk about the fact that Hillary doesn't eat hot sauce. I eat hot sauce. And then, I went and did a whole segment on hot sauce. Not a segment, but I do have I have a Second Amendment channel also. HA Second Amendment. Thank you. What they said. Thank you. But Spinster, it's just a bunch of nonsense. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Costello West, not as big as his mess in Syria. WT, exactly, Costello West, exactly. So, I mean, where are these foreign policy victories that Democrats can just say, oh, we were so amazing, you should listen to us. So amazing, you should listen to us. So here we go. Just this vapid, ridiculous attack. He's so friendly with Russia. He's done more against Russia for, I think, wrongly than Obama did. Why would an American and he didn't sell uranium. Obama, the country sold uranium under President Obama. That's cash flows of the Clinton Foundation and Mint-Russian uranium deal. Not a conspiracy. It's reality. Why would an American president whose first NATO meeting last year was a disaster show up in Belgium this year to prove he doesn't understand how vital alliances have made a huge difference for the security of the United States? Well, how does it help us? We're not at risk of getting invaded by Russia unless they want to swim all the way from the Atlantic or through Alaska or whatever. What's her name can see the Russians from Alaska. What is this like? How is NATO in our interest? It's in the Europeans' interest, not in our interest. It's in our interest to see peace in Europe. That's obviously, but I mean, if Kerry is trying to say that European countries don't get along, then that's not very nice of Kerry. Palin. Sarah Palin, exactly. So why would an American president whose first NATO meeting last year was a disaster? Oh my goodness. Did you see the meeting last year? It was a disaster. He's just trying to like show up. He's trying to make it even more of a disaster. 24,000 likes, 9,000 retweets. Oh my God. Oh my God. And they're going to lose again. The fantastic. Hold on. Let's just check this out. We have almost 300 people. It's the middle of the night. It is the middle of the night. Or the middle of or the morning. Or the middle of the day, maybe, where you're at. Let's see the ridiculous, nonsensical, idiotic polls, shall we? Midterm election polls. Wherever you're at in the world, if you're watching right now, I can tell you right now, your country is more sane than we are. Just trust me on it. Oh, they've moved up. It's 7.6. That's hilarious. It's gotten even better for Democrats. Like, they're so delusional that they don't realize that these stupid polls that make them suddenly, oh my God, they're moving. Oh, these polls. The polls were horribly, devastatingly wrong. They failed to predict anything. And this is going to be even a bigger monumental collapse after the midterms, and definitely after 2020. They won't even have any polls, hopefully, anymore. It's the stupidest, dumbest thing. Every poll that kind of, so an economist poll for 4 points, but everything's 10, 9, Quinnipiac, 9, a Harvard poll, 9, US, I mean, yeah, Harvard and Quinnipiac University. So, whatever. Hashtag Dem exit, hashtag walk away. Everyone's walking away. Where is this enthusiasm coming from? They need to win 23 seats in the United States Senate. So can someone tell me where this enthusiasm is coming from? Where is this effing enthusiasm coming from, this passion? Why? Because of Trump's tweets? People love that. People love his style. That's another thing also. There are people who really hate Trump. But for everyone who really can't stand Trump, like just nails on a chalkboard for certain people, there's 10 or 20 that are like, yeah, this guy's hilarious or funny or awesome or real or genuine. Trump is genuine in his own way. So the Democrats are reviled. They are hated even by themselves. That's the hilarious thing about Democrats. They don't even like themselves. And okay, they love the deep state. They love James Comey and Brennan Clapper. You couldn't find bigger scoundrels, bigger liars in American political history than these guys. They love spy chiefs, failed exposed spy chiefs, and they love Peter Strzok tomorrow. They're going to defend. Every time you like defend like Satan or the devil or whatever, it doesn't really make you look good. Let's continue this. Why would this is Kerry, John Kerry. Why would an American president whose first NATO meeting last year was a disaster show up in Belgium this year to prove he doesn't understand how vital alliances have made huge differences for the security of the United States and the lives of Europeans? I think we might remember that it was NATO that stood shoulder to shoulder with the United States after 9/11. Wow, what? Among many other contributions. Okay, why did you bring that up, Kerry? That's a pretty stupid thing to say, even for you. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. The president set America back this morning. He is steadily destroying our reputation. Yeah, meanwhile, yeah, I'm sure Obama really made our reputation. If you're in Yemen or Syria or Libya or, Honduras, you would love the United States under Obama. Wow. He is undermining our interests. He diminishes alliances we built to safeguard an economic and strategic force that has allowed millions of people to live in freedom. I guess during the Cold War, but that's 1990, 89, 90 over. Moreover, he's displayed a woeful ignorance of the work his predecessors administration did. You mean Obama's administration that destroyed Libya, that got us into Yemen, that helped destroy Syria, that I don't know, did nothing when Russia invaded Ukraine, and actually sold Putin 20% of U.S. uranium capacity, uranium, and yellow cake uranium was shipped out of the country. But that administration, President Obama raised the issue in a constructive and collegial way. So he's like the whole thing. He's like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. How dare he do that? Oh my, he's such an idiot. And then he's like, oh, but Obama did the same thing, but nicer. President Obama raised the issue in a constructive and collegial way. Oh, that succeeded in securing a pledge from NATO members to increase their defense spending. Oh, really? They pledged it? Was it a Scout's honor? Holy crap. Oh, so that's why only 5 of 28 members gave a crap. It was a pledge. It was Scout's honor. I promise to pay 2% of GDP. Do you really mean that? Why don't you take a hike? Of course I don't mean it. This is so ridiculous. This is so stupid. Defense spending by our allies needs to and is being increased. So at the end of the day, he agrees with Trump. John Kerry, at the end of the day, agrees with Trump. And so that's it. Each year, nations have been increasing their contributions, but don't get them upset. You don't want them upset because otherwise they'll do nothing to us. Absolutely nothing. And then we'll have zero repercussions from getting them upset at all. Zero. In fact, it might even help us. It probably will. But let's continue. Each year, nations have been increasing their contribution, even as they have taken a hit in their own economies. Oh, I'm sorry about that. By putting in place tough sanctions against Russia and its behavior in the Ukraine. Well, guess what? All the uranium we sold them is probably helping out a great deal economically. President Obama and I worked hard using effective diplomacy. Oh, really? Not bombast and demagoguery. Oh, really? You didn't blame Russia? You didn't set up Trump? That's demagoguery. Without blaming a Cold War adversary when we don't, and creating a new Cold War is the epitome of demagoguery. Alan Waters Rosenstein asked prosecutors to help with Kavanaugh papers, an unusual request. I know. That's insane. Let's go ahead and they're all after Kavanaugh now. Apparently, he called Hillary Clinton a name. If so, that even makes me like him even more. Kavanaugh and Rosenstein. Kavanaugh documents. If this guy Rosenstein gets involved in this, Trump should fire his behind right away. Government documents? Why? According to a report in the New York Times, Rosenstein made the request in an email sent to the nation's 93 U.S. attorneys. Why? In it, Rosenstein asks each office to provide up to 3 federal prosecutors who can make this important project a priority. What? Kavanaugh previously worked for the President Bush's administration, as well as the investigations led by Ken Starr of President Clinton. He left a lengthy paper trail that Democrats and outside groups opposed to his nominations are likely to search through. You know what? You don't even need Democrats. So who cares? It's a simple majority. Republicans holding a 50-49, given Senator John McCain's absence for health reasons. Okay. And you're also going to get people who senators in red states. So that's going to be yet another crushing defeat. Yet another crushing defeat for Democrats, as always. Well, hopefully, I think Sessions is playing this interesting long game. They're not going to stop Kavanaugh, and it's just not going to happen. So Kerry goes ahead and as I head to a very important meeting, I see that FBI lover agent Lisa Page is dodging a subpoena and is refusing. Wow, this is refusing to show up and testify. What can she possibly say about her statements and lies? So much corruption on the other side. Where is the attorney general? Wow. So look, it has to be. There's no way. There's no way that Trump was so blindsided by picking Sessions, even though they made Sessions recuse himself initially. Sessions knows that Clinton's a criminal. Sessions knows that Clinton's a criminal. So, and the funny thing is, we know that Strzok and Page have documented the cover-up, but it's not enough for people. It's just literally just not enough for people. All right. So this is never going to end. Also, like the whole thing with the servers and the top secret intelligence outside the United States government, the SAP intelligence, and it's never, ever, 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 ever going to end. So, I mean, that's why I say Clinton is going to get charged eventually. It's just a matter of when and how. Let's go ahead. So, oh, did I miss? I think I missed. Oh, I missed a bunch. Jeff McDaniel 100. Good evening from Alaska, HA. Good evening. Good evening, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. 5541 James. Hey, HA, why can't President Trump fire Rod Rosenstein? So I'm sorry I missed that. 5541 James. So basically, here's if my voice put, I want everyone to sleep well, and believe me, if my voice helps you going to sleep, I want you to just enjoy, just have a great rest. Hey, HA, why can't President Trump fire out Rosenstein? 5541 James. Okay, so he can, he should, he's not going to, because then there's going to be a media firestorm and frenzy too close to, well, he should have done all of this months back, but perhaps too close to midterms. And then they're going to say he's trying to end Mueller, which he should. So I really don't know why, to tell you the truth, honestly. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that at this point right now, in terms of Clinton getting charged, there are too many crimes that she's committed. Correct the record, the DNC cheating, Bernie Sanders, all of these, the DNC fraud lawsuit that Jared and Elizabeth Beck and Nico House are waging, all of these issues, it's just too much. The Yahtzee one. Thank you, the Yahtzee one. Thank you, the Yahtzee one. Thank you. HA, you can't sleep. I'm going to go to bed soon. But try to sleep. Generally, I have, like just crazy insomnia. But the Yahtzee one, thank you. Thank you so very much. But yeah, I mean, it's, I think, a situation where thank you, again, the Yahtzee one. Thank you. Thank you, the Yahtzee one. It's just an issue where Thank you again, the Yahtzee one. Big L. If midterms go well, which it looks decent right now, Trump will likely clean house in the DOJ. Absolutely. Big L, you said it better than me. Big L, you said it better than me. You said it better than me. And he's probably not firing Mueller. He's probably not doing anything because the big money in terms of fundraising would probably be, hey, you know what? Trump's this tyrant. And I mean, you have people in Hollywood who are like, oh my God, he worked with Russia. I mean, they would give their like life savings into a failed cause, but they would try to, I mean, fundraising would increase exponentially, or a lot at least. The Yahtzee one. Thank you so very, very, very much. The Yahtzee one. Big L, you're right. Big L, you're right. I think that hopefully, see, once Trump, once Republicans easily defeat Democrats, the political party that used to be the Democratic Party will be pretty much done. They'll be limping into 2020. So they'll be pretty much done. They'll have pretty much nothing to show for, to speak for. And they're going after Mitch McConnell. Oh my God. No peace turtle. Calling him a turtle. But it's like what is the point of not allowing people to eat? Please, what is the point? What is the point? Yeah, it's like, you can't eat. Don't even think of eating. See, they don't really have... You don't really have a situation where there's actual genuine enthusiasm. You don't have that. Who is it? No, thank you. You don't have genuine enthusiasm. You don't have like not my mom. You don't have... I love you guys too. You just don't have genuine enthusiasm. You don't... First last. First last. Thank you. Thank you, first last. Thank you. Thank you, first last. You don't have genuine enthusiasm. So they've made up for that by... they made up for that by telling people they can't eat at restaurants. They go ahead and they tell people, well, no, you can't eat at restaurants. We're going to kick you out because there's so much... Wait a second. That can't be true. Hold on. What? Stormy Daniels was arrested at a strip club? What? What? Uh-oh. Her lawyer is Avenatti? We expect her to be released on bail shortly. We also expect they'll be charged with a misdemeanor for allowing touching. What? We will vehemently contest all charges. She was arrested for that? That's insane. She was arrested for allegedly allowing a customer to touch her while on stage in a non-sexual manner. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. They were devoting law enforcement resources to sting operations for this. Oh, shit. Hashtag setup, hashtag basta. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the best. Oh, wow. That is hilarious. Wow. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can't do anything like that. Avenatti was actually kind of funny there. Wow. Oh my goodness. Sales of Truth, the cologne perfume, are going to go skyrocketing after this. This was set up and politically motivated. It's probably likely. It reeks of desperation. Isn't it ironic? Sean. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Don't you think? It's like Stormy Daniels. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Karma. Karma one isn't AC Your isn't Karma wonderful? Do 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 do. It's your own device. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And the funny thing is also like the thing that I don't get is like this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's kick it up a shot for everyone. Odyssey V1. OJ Clinton. That smell is definitely not an inspiration. OJ Clinton. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's thank you, OJ Clinton. Thank you, everyone. Hello, a sojourner. I think I've reached my stormy end here. I don't know if I could do any more justice to all of this. So, can you imagine Trump at like the NATO conference? I heard Stormy Daniels is arrested. I can't do a Trump at all, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the live stream. Thank you so much for everything. And thank you for HA After Dark. You have made this, well, Trump partner. You have made this absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And you're all wonderful. You got everybody, you guys and gals are absolutely wonderful. And you have sweet dreams. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. Peter Strzok is testifying. Peter Strzok is testifying. Rejoice. Tomorrow will be a great day. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic evening. Sleep well and God bless. Thank you. Thank you to the super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much.